Welcome back to Highfleet. First of all, sorry about the background noise. We have a metal roof on our house and it is raining very heavily, and my dog is in the room and she is snoring, and I don't have a hard enough heart to kick her out. So if it's really annoying, I apologize, but she's just snoring in the background, and when she settles down, she should stop. Next point. We took Zoba in the last episode. We are currently upgrading the Wiffle Bat to the chassis of the Thunder. I'm a bit concerned if we just jump in here for a second, because if we have a look at the Wiffle Bat here in the shipbuilder, it's showing us only having 11 megawatts of power, and that's after I've added an extra generator. I should remove that generator, because this is the same generator layout as the Thunder, and I'll show you that in a second. We've got two... should be a generator here. Yeah, two MGU61 generators, each producing 6.1 megawatts of power. So between the two of them, they should be producing 12.2 megawatts of power. And then there's also two MGU28 generators here, each producing 2.8 megawatts of power. So that should be way more than the 8 megawatts of power that are showing here. And I believe that is because the ship hasn't finished building yet. So we're going to wait and see if that's the case when the ship is completed. So we need to get that build. Now, the other thing I'm a little bit concerned about is I was just thinking about my playthrough here. I've got the rooster sitting here, which is where it's stuck at the moment. However, if we jump in and have a look at this, all of my loot from all of my recent escapades is sitting in the rooster's cargo bay. And I really don't like that. I'm a bit worried about something happening here. With our still missile fleets in the area, and we do have whatever this is giving off a radar signal somewhere in this direction. So what I'm actually going to do is, it might be a little bit of a cheat, but I'm going to order the rooster away, which it can't technically do, but that will split the Shamala Hamala off from it. And if I check the Shamala Hamala now in the shipworks, it should now be carrying all the loot, which it is. So we're now going to order the Shamala Hamala to go and catch up with the rest of our fleet, just to pass all of that loot off to the fleet. It was just an oversight on my part that I forgot to transfer that stuff over. Now, the rooster, I'm a bit worried about. I honestly think something bad might happen to it if we leave it here for too long. I want to go and just continue to search for whatever was making that noise. So I'm actually just going to send a couple of fighters up to Ganymesh here, and we're just going to just scout around and see if we can detect what is giving off that ELINT signal. Because there is something out here. If we check the 240 from here, let's just get our ruler tool. So 240 degrees out from, and that's 970 kilometers. The ELINT has a range of 750 kilometers. It makes me think there's something at Ganymesh. So I'm actually going to launch, I'm actually just going to preempt something. I think there might be a missile strike heading for the rooster soon. So I'm just going to put a combat air patrol in the air with anti-air missiles, just in case that is what is going to happen, so they can protect it. But let's hope we can save the rooster here. I've just got a feeling something bad's going to happen, and I might as well get my planes in the air to protect it while they can. While I've got this ELINT 1 warning, let's just take it seriously and not be blasé about it. If there is something here, we're going to launch a massive strike against it, because I do not want a missile fleet in my back pocket. Thank you very much. Let's just see how this goes. I'm not going to fast forward the game while we're just working this out. These guys have enough range, they're just slow. So these guys are just going to hover here until they run out of fuel, and then I can send out some more while when they're getting a bit low. But at the moment, they've got lots of range. I actually want them, if there is a fleet, I want them kind of in this direction. Okay, hang on. There is a strike fleet over here. What is this? There's something here. We were being shadowed by something. Well, we knew there was. Let's have a look. What is it? Whoa! It's a very big strike fleet. It must be a strike fleet that I've missed. Oh, sprint. Oh, I wasn't paying attention. I was too busy terrified of the strike fleet. Okay, we need to launch everything we've got at this strike fleet. This is really bad. Okay, 250 kilogram bombs on you. 250 kilogram bombs on you. I don't think it's in missile range, but we'll see what we can do. This is not good to have in range of the rooster. At least we have a lot of planes. Might as well get the whole fleet in the air. This is the last strike fleet. This is the strike fleet that I haven't been able to detect when I've used a security station, and they've managed to sneak so close to us. I've launched a lot of planes. I don't know if they'll make it. Do I actually have the range for what I just did? Oh well, we'll find out. Now, missiles. Do I have any conventional missiles loaded? I only have KH-15PNs. Okay. I have been bad about reloading my missiles, but I don't think I have. Do I? I don't know. This fleet doesn't have any conventional missiles. That's part of the problem. All right, let's see what we can do here. At least if these guys do decide to launch nukes, we've got cover in the air, and the Shamala Hamala is out of there. How long do we have left here? We've got 20 hours. There's no way they're getting out before something happens. These guys will probably have moved by now, but we can keep an eye on them. They're here for 130 odd hours of repairing. I've got a feeling I forgot that I hit them a while ago. Okay, these guys are now out of fuel and having to RTB, which is not good. But let's see how these airstrikes go. So I'm afraid it's going to be another episode of airstrikes. Are there any more sprints? It doesn't look like it. We might have only lost one plane. This is going to take a while, I'm sorry. Maybe fast forward through these. I don't know how people feel about it. I guess you can skip ahead. But we need to deal with the strike fleet. I thought we dealt with them all, but there's obviously still one left. At least I've got a lot of ordnance coming at this thing. This is what I've been saving all these missiles for, all these bombs for. This is another strike fleet like this. This is a big strike fleet. This is a scary ship. I think this might be an actual Varyag. The ships I was calling Varyags before were not Varyags. But let's see what we can do about it. Not much, probably. What I might actually do, Zoba definitely. We definitely don't have any missiles we can load onto the ships here, do we? No, there's definitely none for sale. Just out of randomness. No. Okay. Very concerned about the Rooster at the moment. Very, very concerned about the Rooster. The only ship I think this is the only ship that will have long-range missile capability. So if we can do enough damage to it before they learn the location of the Rooster, we may be okay. Those bombs are penetrating pretty deep. We're setting the fuel tanks on fire with a lot of regularity, which I like. But we've launched our whole air fleet, so we've got nothing left to send out. We've got no reserves. This is a big barrage that we've got coming in, though. I just hope that I had the range to do what I've done here. In fact, why don't we, just in case, get the Molotov Stroganov, the Big Iron, the Wasp, and the Black Eye just in the air. If we give them full fuel, they could make it out to here and return, and that just means that I don't have to worry about losing any ships. Why do I have 3 fleets? What's this? Oh no, it's just the Shamala Hamala coming into land. Okay, now the Shamala Hamala has landed. Let's see if it's brought any conventional missiles with it that we can mount on our ships. We've got iron sprints, we've got nuclear missiles, we've got a conventional A100, so I'm just going to sell. We do not have any conventional missiles. Okay, what we do have are D80 Molots, which we can mount on this ship here, which is cool. Now what is in this slot here that I can't mount a weapon? Oh, that's what the quarters are. Okay, so I got a little bit confused last time, but let's just go back to the original configurations. Put this here, put this here, put the crew quarters here where it was before. There's nothing in this slot here. We should be able to go Molot, 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 Molot. I'll leave it to do that for now. Yeah, that's the Wiffle Bat. Okay, so we're going to have to do this without conventional missiles, but let's see how our strike fleet goes. Just in case they've reloaded that sprint. I really want to try and do as much damage here as we can. I'm really hoping that we deal with their nuclear missile launch capability with these bombing strikes, even if we don't take the ships out, because that means that we don't have to worry about being hit by a nuclear missile before the Rooster can get itself off of the ground. Now, the Rooster hasn't got enough fuel to make it to Zoba, but it can be met on the way, which is fine. Okay, the next strike fleet is making it in, and our air fleet is coming online as well, so they'll be able to intercept anyone who can't make it. These guys have 1,500 kilometers range left, and there is... Can I please? Thank you. Okay, they had enough range anyway, but if they land on the platform sooner, they'll be back up in the air sooner. Let's see how this massive air wing does against these ships. And I'm really glad... Oh, my dog is now dreaming. I apologize if you hear her in the background. She might make some weird doggy noises. She's worried about the Rooster like I am. Okay, bombers. I really need you to do some great work here. One of the problems is our light fighters can only mount one 250 kilogram bomb. And I just wonder if there's just too much of a gap between them. All the fuel tanks are on fire right now, which is really cool. I'm hoping we can just break that ship apart. This is going to be a lot of airstrikes, one after the other. We've definitely cracked all the top armor on that ship. I can feel the tension here. This is feeling very tense to me. Come on, guys. You're doing this for the rooster? Because, whoa, that was a huge explosion. If they catch the rooster, they'll nuke it. Ammo explosion 6. Look at the big hole we've made. That's a good start. Where is my bomber? Here it comes. I'm glad they're focusing the ship. Just need to crack it open, guys. Come on. We can deal with these guys with another set of airstrikes, but you have to deal with this now. We're so low on morale right now, I can't get into like straight up fights. The fuel tanks are just absorbing so much damage. How many more airstrikes have we got left? We've still got the majority. If we just crack that half of the ship off, it's gone. I'm pretty sure. Oh, that's a good bomb. Hit the fuel tank again. I know it's not super exciting seeing one fighter come in after the other, but it is the safest way to get these. We already lost one T7 in this airstrike. They're just drilling through him. If they can get him in half, we can maybe start bombing one of the other ships. And like these two here are quite easy to destroy with bombers. They've got their bridges right at the top. It's these ones here that are much harder to take out with a, so these are easy to bomb. You can see the bridge, the little white light at the top of them. It's these ones here that are a problem. Come on, bombers. We've definitely cored him open, but can they destroy him is the question. How many more bombers do I have? I should check after this bombing run. I do apologize for the dog noises. That was very close to the bridge. Oh. Come on, Tully. Okay, let's have a look. Got three bombing runs left. That's all we've got left, and we've got nothing ready to go. I don't think everything's. We've got one T7. I'll probably wait until we've got more aircraft ready before I send that T7 out. To be honest. Very desperate for these bombs to. Yes. We got it. We got it. We might as well consider that the flagship. The flagship of the Garetti fleet, because that was a serious threat we just got rid of. I did not realize the strike fleet was still here. I was operating like, I was acting like I was completely safe. And I definitely was not. These ships, I don't know of what the capability of these ships are. They may still have strategic missiles on them. So the Rooster, that's it. That's all the airstrikes done. So these guys are heading back. The Rooster still has 18 hours. That took 2 hours, those airstrikes. How are we doing here? We've got 6 hours left on repairs. We'll see what the ship looks like. You can see they're building it here. But in the meantime, all we can do is wait for these airstrikes to come back, really. Let's see how are things here. So what have you got for me? You've got one T7. We definitely want to have more aircraft ready. Someone said it took 6 hours to repair and rearm an aircraft, which is not a lot of time. It's actually a lot of time is what I meant to say. We'll bring these guys forward and we'll put them on air stop when there's still a bit of fuel left over. We'll probably once they've intercepted all these planes, and then they can launch another strike if they're still here, which is a consideration. But we'll wait for all these fighters to come in to land. I wish we could see that happen, but we can't, sadly. Rooster is 16.7. It's at 3 morale, which is something. We're over here, we're at 41% fueled. 4.7 hours left on the Wiffleback coming online. You can see it being built there while we let the game run. Okay, whoop, hang on. They're landing. I don't want them to land. Let's just put them back up in the air. And once they're back up full air, we'll just put them on air stop. We'll put them just above air stop. No, we'll put them on air stop. And what that means is they will stay in the air and they won't land. They'll burn fuel, so we have to watch out for that, but it just means they're not on the ground. Do I want them to get a bit closer to Ganymesh is the question. That's a good question. Why did I send... Oh, I'm just so worried. We've got 2 T7s available. These are the T7s I sent out, I think, to do the screening up here. Let's send the 2 that I've got out, just on another bombing run, just to see what they can see. To see if this fleet's moving or not. Oh, I've got another one. Brilliant. Another one came online. So that's the 3 I sent out originally. So something to do a lot of air ops in this this episode, which is cool. I've got 17 unready aircraft, which is pretty cool to see as well. We lost 1 T7 so far for one, what I assume is a Variag, which is a very scary cruiser, so I'm pretty happy that's gone. This strike fleet, it does have a name. No, it had a name for a second, and now we've lost it. No, I don't think the strike fleet has a name. I think this is the name of strike fleet. Oh, we've got a radio signal coming through. This is probably the strike fleet requesting help. I'm not going to try and decipher that just now. Let's see how our ships here do. How are you guys doing for fuel? Your fuel is okay at the moment. Let's see how these bombs do. So they're still in the area. They're probably staying behind to repair. Just make sure there's no sprints coming in. That's a big hit. I wish they were bombing these guys, but we'll do it. We'll take what we can. Just while I'm here as well, I didn't mention it in the last episode, but I'm sorry about those formatting errors that were in the encoding of the video I uploaded. I worked out what the problem was there, and it won't happen again. But yeah, sorry that happened. It's very embarrassing to see that video look like it was done by a drunk Romani officer. Right, if this attack doesn't destroy this ship, it's pretty much a waste of ordnance, because I'll probably repair before the rest of my fleet can come in. Nah, okay. That's fine. We'll do another big airstrike shortly. All the while, we've almost got the... this guy's almost up and running. Well, obviously, I haven't got the armor and stuff on him, but now actually, I think now that the Shamala Hamala has joined us, we do have armor available and more hull parts, so we could do a little bit more of the outfitting here. We don't have a lot, though. So I want this. Give me 1 second. I have a reference image here just to work off. Okay. I'll just quickly do this. I'll be back with you once I've got it set up. We'll just add everything I can for now. So bear with me. That's all that done. Let's go to this. Oh, could I not place that? Interesting. No, I can't. Oh, it looks like I can't actually place anything. So even though it says I've got the hull parts here, when I click on them, it says they're not available. So we're gonna have to wait until we get to somewhere else that has lots of parts available for us. What I will do though is just what I remember. We'll mount EC13s because I don't think I mounted all of them. Actually, that is all of them. A bit worried about the amount of fuel we've got here. Also, notice we've got more energy showing, so I think we'll be okay. But let's just let that finish building. It looks really ugly right now, I know, because it's completely unarmored. And really all we're waiting for is for these aircraft to become ready again. 14.4 hours left here, 2.7 hours left here. Let's just fast forward a little bit. Okay, that is them now aware that we're in Kala. This is what I was worried about. This is when they will launch missiles at Kala, if they still have missiles to launch. How are we doing on aircraft? They're all repairing and rearming. There's nothing I can do. There's literally, the rooster is out on a limb here. There's nothing I can do to save it if they launch missiles at it. We won't even know it's coming because we haven't got Elint in the area, and I don't want to send anything up there because it'll get wiped out by the nuke too. All we can do is wait for these planes to rearm and send them out again. That's literally all I've got for me. It's gone red dangerous here at Kala now. We're running out of fuel on the air fleet as well. They're just burning fuel in the air here. In fact, I can probably just send them back. It means it'll take longer for them to fly, but we'll get them back. Oh, Good old sticky keys. That's the T7s ready to go again. I'm going to send them out just to see if they can detect that these guys are still here or not. I think that's pretty important. Got another T7 up and running. The T7s seem to repair and rearm a lot faster, which is good to keep in mind. And they are also just a faster ship. I hope this isn't a huge waste again. There's another T7 ready to go. I'm just going to send them out as they... Yep, here come the LA-29s. I'm just going to send them out as they're ready. I need all these ships in the air. Oh, that's on pause. I've got a radio signal. I don't care about radio signals. Yeah, that's great. Unpause the game, please. As these LA-29s become available again, I will send them out instantly. I can redirect them if the fleet is not where we think it is. 7.2 hours until the rooster can get out. Wifflebat is ready to go, I believe. Yep. We'll check it out in a second. I really want to see how this... Actually, before this airstrike happens, let's just check the energy on the Wifflebat. Does it have enough power? This is my question. Yes, it does. 17 megawatts, exactly as I thought. So it was just because it hadn't been built. So all we need to do now is armor it up, and it's ready for combat. But it's not ready to go into combat as it is because it will get destroyed very, very quickly. Let's just see how these airstrikes go. They'll have had time to repair. It's just how much repair they've been able to do. That was a big explosion. I think we maybe hit ammo. Maybe not. It looked very big. We're also burning through a lot of 250 kilogram bombs, and I know you're probably worried about that, but this is what the 250 kilogram bombs are for. It's for taking care of strike fleets. Are the strike fleets on the move? They are on the move. Okay. Okay. Let's just redirect. Okay, everyone here is already redirected to engage them, which is great. This fleet can probably leave now. I'm going to get them to fly up to Kala. That means that the angle of intercept will be reducing as they fly north, and it means they can meet up with the what's it called, the rooster here, and we're not going to have a lot of fuel though. We're going to have to land in Kala if that's the case to refuel, which is a dangerous place to refuel unless I stay here and refuel a little bit before we move on. I think I'm just going to fly north, and I'll change my mind once we get into a position where I have to decide on a destination. That was an interesting attack angle there. Did you see that? There's an ammo explosion, which is great. That means we've cracked through the armor. I would love to put the Wifflebat up against this fleet, but it's not in a position to do it yet without the armor. How are we doing for the rest of our planes? They should be coming online soon. This is the one that we've damaged here. They've decided to attack a different ship, which is great because it's dead. This is why these are very weak to airstrikes. That was one bomb that took that out. I don't mind that they switch targets there because that's a big win, a big victory for us. How are we doing for planes? None are ready yet. Okay, now the slower planes are coming in. Actually, I think there's one more T7 and then it's the slower planes. Oh, all of our LA-29s just came online. They're probably going to be around here. Okay, it's just these two left, and then we can take a breath. Wow, this has been an air ops session and a half. Didn't make as much progress this session as I wanted to, but if we can take out this last strike fleet, why can't I? Because I don't have the fleet selected. Nope, we've got a bug maybe. I can't access. Oh no, what's going on? Let's just deselect the fleet. I can't select anything. There we go. And then back to this fleet. Oh dear, I can't access my air fleet. Okay, phew, it's working again. Right, let's just order all of these guys to attack. 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 I think I'll send them in pairs, actually. Okay, air fleet in the air. Look at that. Look at all the planes in transit. It's pretty cool to see. 6 hours left before the rooster can get out. This fleet is heading up to kill the rooster. It's going to take them. Speed 96. I'm not going to do the maths. I think the rooster can make it away. We'll know as they get closer if that's going to be the case. I might as well close this. So they've moved on. Everybody here should have moved on. One person has not, and it's this guy here. Make sure you're targeting these guys. So I'm liking that the planes auto-intercept. They will automatically pick an interception point. So now we just have to deal with these two, which are quite tough. And we're onto the slower planes, which obviously can only carry one bomb. And they've switched targets as well. This is the one that's already been damaged, but they're attacking this one. It's fine. As long as we get them both destroyed, I'm pretty happy. At least this has given the Rooster a decent chance to get some morale back after the speech situation. I know I shouldn't have gone for Faith, but I couldn't not go for Faith. And yeah, again, I just apologize for dog noises. She likes to sleep in the room with me when I play the computer late at night. Look at that. There's only one little bit of armor at the bottom holding that ship together. Okay, this is the last of this flight. This is the one I want him to hit. I want to break that bit of armor there. But he's coming in on this one. That's okay. I think he did the same thing. Not quite. The Rooster could probably take this guy out. Alright, let's unpause and we'll just fast forward until these guys arrive. And we'll see how these strikes go. Someone in the Reddit the other day was saying that airstrikes are completely useless in this game. And I'd like to show this video as an example of how they are not. Maybe not the most exciting, but are we here? Like, we're here to win the war, not the battle. And I think I've had enough hair-raising, exciting battles to be able to quite enjoy sitting back and watching my overlarge air fleet deal with one of the biggest threats in the game. I just have to hope they finish them off before they get all the way over to Kala, because that would be a big problem if they didn't. The next couple of strikes should be better because there'll be 2 planes in each one, so it'll be moving a little bit faster. I can't believe it's still holding together. That should have been blown in half a long time ago. Come on, planes. Alright, this is a 2-plane attack. Which one are they going to go for? Neither of them have middles anymore. Oh, that bomb went straight through. That bomb went straight through the ship. How is it still in the air? That's not fair if it goes straight through. How am I supposed to do it? How am I supposed to destroy it? Oh, so it looks like the other one has repaired its fuel tank. Oh, come on. Why is he not destroyed? I can't believe that bomb went straight through. I think we've got like 4 airstrikes left. Maybe less. I just want this to be over. Okay, finally. There's one left. Is this the last airstrike? I think it might be. We might have to get the Wiffle Bat into combat earlier than expected. Against one weakened target, can it do it? I think it can. Are there any airstrikes left? No, that's all the airstrikes. Okay. If we were to send the Wiffle Bat out, we send it out with the Hamala Shamala Hamala Wiffle Bat. It has the range for it. The speed is 546. I think we're going to need the Wiffle Bat to finish this. So let's get it in the air. That's okay. Not sure why we're getting so much ringing. Probably because I had the game fast forwarding and I told him to stop fast forwarding. That's okay. Okay. So, we have the Wiffle Bat with no armor in engagement range with the remainders of this unnamed strike fleet. The Rooster still has 2 hours in dock before it can leave. The rest of our fleet is on the way north. And And I think we're going to leave it there, and we will finish this in the next episode. So, yeah. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.